The last decade has unfortunately seen a decline in Catholic school enrollment. In the U.S., however, one state remains an outlier. A new report by Step Up for Students shows Florida is leading the way on Catholic school enrollment. While enrollment is down 13.2% nationally over the last decade, it is up 12.1% in Florida over the same span. More recent upticks come after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law a measure which makes every student in the state eligible for a state-supported choice scholarship. Joining us to break down these numbers some more is Tommy Schultz, CEO of the American Federation for Children. Tommy, thanks for joining us. What stands out to you most when you look at these numbers from Florida?
Thanks for having me, Mark. Yeah, the numbers in Florida are staggering, and what stands out the most is that good politics, good policy, that yields good results for students at the end of the day. Like you mentioned, nationwide, 13% decrease in the last 10 years with Catholic school enrollment. Yet Florida, they've been pushing pedal to the metal school choice expansions for basically 2 decades. And Governor DeSantis signed into law the big expansion that made every single family eligible for school choice funding in the state. And guess what? Florida's up 12%. Basically 10 years ago, you had about 82,000 kids. And now in Florida, there's 92,000 kids enrolled in these programs. And it couldn't come at a better time to have this data that just was published, because Congress right now is debating, as part of the big beautiful bill negotiations, inserting school choice legislation into that piece of into the law, such that all 50 states could have school choice. So when you see places like New York, 31% drop in Catholic school enrollment, Pennsylvania, 23% drop, Illinois, 20% drop. You know, all these places that have had huge drops in Catholic school enrollment, partly due to government regulation, partly due to challenging financial dynamics. Federal law that could get passed as part of the big beautiful bill here, maybe in the next month, could actually be a game changer, and we could see Florida-like trends in the rest of the country.
Well, what kind of role could choice scholarships play in assisting Catholic school enrollment nationwide?
Well, basically, like in Florida, you're eligible for about $8,000 per kid per year with state funding, essentially. So rather than all of your taxpayer funds just going into the public system, now all parents just fully control their funding for education in Florida. So if Congress passes a piece of federal legislation that says families will be able to control their child's education funding through a tax credit donation mechanism, that's going to be an absolute game changer for millions of families, particularly in places like New York or Illinois that have had these 30 and 20% drops in Catholic school enrollment. So all of these Catholic schools that are obviously doing a lot of fundraising, and they're relying upon a lot of Catholic charities to support students, particularly lower income students, middle income students, now where every family could be theoretically able to control their child's education funding, like we see in Florida, like we see in Arizona and other places, that is just a total game changer for families, and it could bring a lot of children out of poverty.
Catholic parents and so many others are interested in this topic. Tommy Schultz, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.